Shalom, giving all praise and glory to the Most High Power, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, always ready to be praised in every way, shape, or form. I say all praise and glory to the Most High Power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Hallelujah to his glorious and holy name. We're here for the new month, giving all praise and glory to the Most High while Mashiach Yahushua. So we start with Colossians 3:17.
This is Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever ye do in word or deed, do all Basham Mashiach Yahushai, giving thanks to the Most High and the Father, Basham Mashiach Yahushai.
Right, so all that we say and do is going to be in the name of the Lord and Savior of Mashiach Yahushai. That's how we reach the Most High. And that's how it's got to be for what it is that we need to survive in these last days through the Most High. Khan? Yeah, he's our Savior. He's the one who's going to deliver us from all the places we've been scattered in as the Israelites. And we're going to do it through Mashiach Yahushai coming back from the fourth dimension to redeem us. And to water everyone for being on the live, joining us tonight. Go to 1 Kings 3:9. We thank the Most High because he's worthy to be praised for everything. We thank him for everything. Yes, for another day closer to the kingdom. Khan? Yeah, come on. 1 Kings 3:9.
1 Kings 3:9.
Start at verse 7. This is a prayer King Solomon is praying. It's very important. I want to bring this out. Bring this up.
1 Kings 3:7. And now, O Most High, my power, thou hast made thy servant king instead of David my father. And I am but a little child. I know not how to go out or come in.
Hear that? So King David's son, King Solomon, is praying to the Most High, say, I'm just a little child, man. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to come in. I don't know how to go out. You know, it's very important that you look at what it is that he asked for. But read.
Verse 8. And thy servant is in the midst of thy people, which thou hast chosen, a great people that cannot be numbered nor counted for multitudes.
He said, man, hey, I'm in the midst of this great people, man. And we're so numerous that we cannot be numbered, you know, for the number of people that we had during the time that King Solomon's ruling. Read.
Verse 9. Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people.
You got to hear what he's asking for. It's very important. You know, what are you asking for? Read it again.
Give therefore thy servant an understanding heart to judge thy people, that I may discern between good and bad. For who is able to judge this thy so great a people?
Hear that? He asked for an understanding mind to judge the Most High's people, the children of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar, and Dan included, that I may discern between good and bad, what's righteous and what's evil. For who is able to judge this thy so great a people? You hear that? Who was such a great people, man, that he's praying to the Most High, and you can see and just hearing what his prayer is. But the main concern that we got to look at, he just asked for understanding to be able to judge a righteous judgment and know how to judge and what to say in judging from good and bad. Read.
Verse 10. And the speech pleased the Most High.
Stop. Now, this is what we should be reading the Bible for. The things that please the Most High. At least that's what I think. Unless somebody can tell me it's something that you should be doing that's contrary to that. He said the speech, read that again.
And the speech pleased the Most High.
What he asked for pleased the Most High. This what pleased the Most High. And you look in the scriptures, you'll find different things that happen that I've shown over and over again that work with the Most High. Was marvelous in the eyes of the Most High. So this speech pleased the Most High. Something you can add to your arsenal. Read.
That Solomon had asked this thing.
Solomon asked this thing. You know, he didn't ask for nothing except for how to judge righteously and recognize the evil. Go ahead.
And the Most High said unto him, because thou hast asked this thing, and hast not asked for thyself long life, neither hast asked for riches for thyself, neither hast asked the life of thine enemies, but hast asked for thyself understanding to discern judgment. Verse 12, behold, I have done according to thy words. Lo, I have given thee a wise and an understanding heart, so that there was none like thee before thee, neither after thee shall any rise like unto thee.
That's right, man. That's a blessing right there. He said ain't gonna be no, say nobody was before him as wise as King Solomon. Ain't gonna be nobody after him as wise as King Solomon. Go ahead.
Verse 13. And I have also given thee that which thou hast not asked, both riches and honor, so that there shall not be any among the kings like unto thee all thy days.
No king gonna be like King Solomon. He said he gave riches and honor so that no king was like King Solomon. Go ahead.
And if thou wilt walk in my ways to keep my statutes and my commandments, as thy father David did walk, then I will lengthen thy days.
Yeah. He said, hey, then I'll lengthen your days, man. Read on.
And Solomon awoke, and behold, it was a dream. And he came to Jerusalem and stood before the ark of the covenant of the Most High, and offered up burnt offerings, and offered peace offerings, and made a feast to all his servants.
Right. So King Solomon realized, wow, this is a dream. So get Job 33:14. So he's having a dream, but at the same time, within this dream, he's getting directions. He heard what he heard. Read that, Job 33:14.
Job 33:14. For the Most High speaketh once, yet twice, yet man perceiveth it not. In a dream.
In a what?
In a dream.
In a dream, go ahead.
In a vision of the night.
In a vision of the night. Vision that you have in dreams, read.
When deep sleep falleth upon men, in slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man.
Hear that? So in these dreams and visions, the Most High guides us in what we're going to do. You wake up, you're doing something, you plan on doing something, next thing you're doing something altogether different. Why did I do that? Because the Most High done guided you to do what he wants you to do, to take pride away from man. Get Proverbs 16:2. See, a lot of people, they got all this to ask for. They ask the Most High for this. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want this. I want that. And in the end, end up calling him AMENRA or ZEUS AMEN. You know, think about it. Did all this crying out to the Most High, and in the end, you're going to say, hey, we got to stop doing it, man. We got to stop doing that, you know. They got us programmed, man, to say it, and we do it. And, you know, you try and justify it. It's not cool, man. When you do the research, look at, most people ask, what's ZEUS last name? They don't even know. They don't have a clue. He got a last name? Yeah. And it's AMEN. You know, no matter, got different ways to spell it, it's still the same thing, regardless, you know. And that's how they got us all jacked up. And say there's no enchantment on Israel, but Revelation 18:23, last verse. We got to bring this out and keep bringing it out because, you know, we got to look at what pleased the Most High. What is it that we're doing that offends him? And there's nothing wrong with trying to find out what it is that will please him. Just like King Solomon, what he heard pleased the Most High. It pleased him, Khan. It pleased him. It pleased the Most High that he didn't ask for a lot of things. He just asked for the ability to be able to judge the people, to judge them for what's right and what's wrong, man. What's good and what's bad. That's it. That pleased the Most High. Like the Most High pleased that we say we have sinned. And we ain't all that, you know. And don't, highly exalt yourself that you think you're someone, because pride goes before what? Destruction. See, we know that. So whenever you're looking at pride, you got to really look into that so that you make sure that you're not prideful in the way we walk in anything, shape, or form that we do in this life, man. Because that's hateful before the Most High end, man. And then it says before destruction, before he take you down, man. In some way or another. He never give us more than we can bear. But the thing about it, he will chastise you whether he love you or whether he just checking you. You know what I mean? These are the things that we got to look at, but he won't give you more than you can bear if you are pleasing him. We gonna get it. Everybody gonna get it. Ain't nobody gonna escape it. You know, we all got a story to tell, Khan. Yeah, we all got a story to tell. If you ain't got a story to tell, then most of the time say, hey, you was child. If he ain't chastised you, then you a what? He call you a what? A bastard. He call you a bastard. You know what I mean? You ain't none of his. So we got to go through something. He'll never give us more than we can bear. Believe that. Read this.
Revelations 18:23. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
Yeah, we 12 nations that make up one nation. So we can't overstep ourselves. We say by their sorceries, their witchcrafts were all nations deceived. So they always dealing in the pot of hell, the pot of wickedness, the pot of evil, and trying to deal with what? How they can deal with us. How they got to deal with us, because they're already in order. They're in order being evil, being wicked, and doing the things that they do. We're out of order and trying to look at them and say that they're supposed to be righteous. They can't do this. They can't do that. They do whatever they want to do. Just put this in your mind. Just concentrate on this. They say they the Most High. They say they the Most High, and they put it in the Bibles. They paint their pictures as the Most High, paint their picture as a Mashiach Yahushua. We can turn on TV right now, and I guarantee you, any amount of money, it don't matter. Anybody gonna bet anyway, but they gonna be on TV looking at what? They gonna be the Israelites. They gonna be the Most High. They gonna be a Mashiach Yahushua. What you bet? I bet you we can go there and find movies that you gonna see that right now, right? They probably got a movie that they're making now that's gonna come out that's has something to do biblical. That's gonna be them. You see, so they're doing what they're supposed to do, and our people believe that is true. That's why I read it again. This is what has happened.
Revelations 18:23. For by thy sorceries were all nations deceived.
See, by our sorceries were all nations deceived, man. Sorcery, witchcrafts, a lot of witchcrafts that they're dealing with on a high level that we don't look at it because we're looking at, hey, you can't look at them as being like us. No way, shape, or form. Because get First Maccabees, the first chapter, verse 9. When they came into power, you know, this would happen on the earth until from that point to now. You know, and we follow the same suit. If we don't really look at, man, I gotta be opposite of it. I can't be rolling like this. I can't roll like them. You roll like them, then hey, what's the difference between you and them? You know, you're just a chocolate covered Edomite. Well, yeah.
I got a movie right now in the theaters called King of Kings. I'll show you right now.
King of Kings.
King of Kings, and they got this. It's an animation, of course.
Wow. That just came out?
Yeah, it's been out for about a month now. It's like a CGI cartoon.
Y'all see it?
King of Kings.
See, I ain't lying.
Nothing but Edomites.
Just came out, right? See? There it is. See? Edomites, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
That's the spirit, man. I mean, it is what it is. And what our people will do, they will believe that until this day, they are the Most High. They are Mashiach Yahushua to everybody. That's why when they came into power, this is what happened on the earth. Read that.
First Maccabees 1:9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves.
That's Alexander the Greek. Go ahead.
So did their sons after them.
And their sons, after Alexander set up his 4 generals, and After they died, they passed it down to their sons, you know, in the Greek Empire, the first empire. Then what happened?
Many years and evils were multiplied in the earth.
That evils were multiplied in the earth. You don't see that with no other kingdom that came into power except for here when they came into power. Khan? That's right. I mean, we're telling you that, you know. So they in order and doing what they do is just a matter of we out of order and trying to look at what they're doing, trying to make them be something that they're not going to be. Straight up. It's not in their nature to be that way. They made a certain way. Proverbs 16:4. I mean, they made a certain way, you know.
Proverbs 16:4. The Most High have made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil.
See, he made them. Job 9:24. He made them for the day of evil. See, the thing about it, what we don't understand is the Most High is not evil. He created evil. Why? Because here we are. We ate of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Wasn't no evil in the world. Everybody obeyed in the beginning. But here we go. He say, don't go over there and deal with that devil. Don't deal with the devil, right? Just like I'm telling you now, we ain't supposed to be dealing with the devil in his ways. But here we go, over there dealing with him. So therefore, we brought evil in the world. Everybody was obedient initially, but then when they ate, they tell, hey, you're going to be like gods. You don't have power. With that power come what? What we just all talked about just so far. What we went into so far. You want that power, you want to be what?
Like the Most High.
Huh?
Like the Most High.
Like the Most High. But I'm just saying, what is it?
Pride.
Pride. There you go. Pride. That pride comes. That pride comes in. Con. And that's what it was. I mean, you're gonna be somebody. You're gonna be somebody. No, man, stay who you are. Everybody, we a body, man. It don't matter what position you in, man. Do it wholeheartedly, man. Whatever you do, just do it wholeheartedly, man. Being the truth. It don't matter if you the toenail and you that joint right there in the finger. You know, you the ear. You know what I mean? You the eardrum. You're part of the brain. What difference do it make? As long as you're part of the body, it's different administrations in this body, man. Everybody gonna do the same thing. Anybody coming in here, everybody ain't gonna street teach. Everybody ain't gonna be no teacher. Everybody gonna be no evangelist. Everybody ain't gonna be no making garments. You know what I mean? There's so many things that be done, and we as a nation, man, you understand? Everybody got a part of this, man. As long as you find a part and fit in, man, and just be in this, man. Don't never give up. Endure to the end. Yeah, don't ever give up, man. You have a problem, you get weak, man, call me. I'll help you be strong, man. Any way I can, man. Because I'm tired of seeing brothers come in and go, man. The revolving door, man. That got to stop, man. And y'all the ones got to do it. Straight up. Read that again.
Oh, Proverbs?
Mm-hmm.
Proverbs 16:4. The Most High have made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil.
That's right. That's why King Solomon want to know how to judge the bad and the good, man. What kind of judgment I got to have to judge these wicked people, man, and the ones that's doing righteously in the eyes of the Most High. Because Most High made everything for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. So who the wicked? Job 9:24.
Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
He said, the earth been given to the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. Isn't that what we just seen? King of Kings, right? All Edomites, right? I mean, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? Right? If it ain't them, name somebody else. Let me ask you something. You ever seen a Bible with all the Cambodians say they the Most High? What about Eskimos? What about the Vietnamese? What about Arabs? Y'all got to have some. It got to be somebody else that did it besides them. They cover the faces of the judges. We judges, you know, Mashiach Messiah judge, the Most High, the ultimate judge, and that's what they have done. Until this day, they say they us. They say they're the Jews. They say the Jewish people say they're the people of the book, and our people believe that. And that's a lie. You know? So give me Proverbs 16:2.
Proverbs 16:2. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Most High weigheth the
Hear
spirit.
that? All the ways of man are clean in his own eyes, but the Most High, he weigheth the spirits, man. You know, because every one of us got a spirit. You know, some of you got a whole lot of spirits. Hopefully I don't, but I know some of us have a whole lot of spirits besides that one spirit the Most High gave us. You know, I remember this weekend, man, I was like, man, these people need an exorcist. There was so many crazy people. And it's going to get worse than that for next month. Ain't next month Pride month? That's what they call that, the Gay Pride month, huh? It's going to be real wild, man. I can tell. It already is like that. All ways of man are clean in his own eyes, but the Most High weigheth the spirits, man. He weighs us out, man. But you can't be all prideful, man, thinking that you all that. We got to humble ourselves, man. I can't say it enough. Verse 25.
Proverbs 16:5. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
See that? There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof is the way of death. And I'm going to tell you something. The most important thing that you need to be looking at is Revelation 20 and 15. This is what it's all about for us as a people, I say. This is very important. First and foremost, working that the Most High could be all in all, because he's going to be all in all. And for us, hopefully this will happen with us. We'll work, you know, that our names can be found here, read.
Revelations 20 and 15. And whosoever was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire.
See that? If our name's not written in the book of life, they say we're going to be cast into the lake of fire, man. Straight up. And we don't want that, because that's something that we're looking at. We got to read the last verse in Isaiah, when we're in the kingdom. You know, we're going to have to observe this. Yes.
Can you elaborate about the lake of fire so people won't get miscrewed thinking it's a burning place in hell? Because people will hear you say the lake of fire, they automatically think in their mind it's a hell pit, but you just burn forever, your soul burn forever.
Well, it's gonna be destruction. Read this. You're gonna go through some changes. That's why I say, people, when you limit it to something that, you know, is not, like you can say that's Greek mythology. But then what do you say here? We're in the kingdom, and we done had a good time. We done went to the new moon. Like we have a new moon now in the kingdom. Most I will, we be there. We done had a Sabbath, a ceremony, whatever, and we enjoyed ourselves. And we have, you know, we're gonna have a great time singing. You know, the best, you know, the best of the best, man. The musicians, the singing, and we having a great time. Then what? Read this.
Isaiah 66 and 24. And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. For their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched.
Yeah, so what does that mean? This is in the kingdom. You gotta think about it. You had a great time. That when you go home, it's like, think about it was like that now. And that was what the Greeks did too. They had, when you see the devils, what they call the devil strip, these trees going down, straight down, they put people on them trees as far as you can put up. They just hung them on the trees all around. Was people that they nailed on the trees, man. What you think that was? You heard all roads lead to Rome? That was scare tactics. When you go home, man, you be like, man, I don't want to be one of them. I transgress against the Most High. You know, Mashiach was teaching us of the Most High. His law says come out. He making that part that we don't know. He correcting all of that, making it whole, as he said. And here we are. We had a great time. But before you go home, you're gonna look at that. It's gonna be what? What it say it's gonna be to us?
And they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh.
Yeah, that's gonna be. We gonna hate to see that, man. But read it again.
And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me. For their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched.
See that? Their worms are not died. They're gonna be eaten up with worms, and their fire ain't gonna be quenched, man. And it's gonna be what? And we ain't gonna like this. It's gonna remind us of, hey, man, you better be right. You better get right. Mashiach doing his work, showing us of the Most High, and you gonna transgress against the Most High. Do you know what it said? These are the ones that transgress against the Most High. As Mashiach teaching us of the Most High 1,000 years, and here you are, you gonna go against what he teaching? See, right now we got mercy and grace. Ain't no mercy and grace. I don't see in this. Y'all see mercy and grace in this? No, man. This like you either get it right or here you go. What he say? What he say?
And they shall go forth and look upon the carcasses of the men that have transgressed against me.
That's them dead bodies that have transgressed, broke the Most High's laws. So Mashiach was saying, teaching us the laws, and here we go. They done broke the laws, or those that have, you know, that have blasphemed the Holy Spirit. That's unforgivable in this world, the world to come. You won't see bodies, dead bodies. That's what?
That have transgressed against me. For their worm shall not die, neither shall their fire be quenched, and they shall be an abhorring unto all flesh.
Wow. It's going to be a whoring, man. All flesh, man. We're going to hate this, man. You're going to go home, and then you got to remember that. I would think about it. We have a great time, but when you go outside, you see all these dead bodies and all around, and the worms eat them up, the fire's not quenched, man. It's like, you're going to hate to say a whoring meeting, but we're going to hate to see that. But you're going to remind your butt when you go home, hey, they're on the right track, right? Because we don't have that now. Right now, you say you got your free will to do what? Yeah, do whatever you want to do, right? Because Jesus nailed all your sins to the cross. Wow. Crazy. Yeah, you fulfilled the law already, right? So no matter what you do, he loved the sinner, but he hate the sin. Kill that out. Ecclesiastes 12:6. Let's kill that right quick. I made it. I brought it out. Let's kill that right quick.
Ecclesiasticus 12:6. For the Most High hateth sinners.
No, but I thought they said he loved the sinner.
For the Most High hateth sinners.
That's why it's going to be them carcasses, man, that have transgressed against the Most High. Because, you know, first you got to go to what sin is. 1 John 3 and 4. Most High hate sinners. So what is sin?
1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgress also the law, for sin is the transgression of the law.
See, sin is a transgression of the law. See? So go back to where you was at. You see?
Ecclesiasticus 12:6. For the Most High hated sinners.
See, the Most High hates sinners. See, that's contrary to what they teach. They lying to everybody. The Most High loved a sinner, but he hates the sin. Most High said he hates sinners. Read.
And will repay vengeance unto the unrighteous.
He's going to repay what?
And will repay vengeance unto the unrighteous.
He's going to repay vengeance unto the unrighteous, man. Those that don't want to keep his laws. All you saying that we under the law, he's going to repay vengeance unto you, thinking that you can do whatever you want to do, and it's okay. But when you start bringing out certain things, certain laws, they start to think about it. Well, no, that ain't right. You know, they married, and you tell a man, oh, I mean, I can sleep with your woman, huh? Oh, yeah. Adultery comes in then. You can eat whatever you want to eat. The Most High say he's going to kill you for eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, catfish, oysters. What else? Somebody said something else?
I think he said oysters, too.
Oysters, yeah. You see? All these abominable things that eat doo-doo. You know what I mean? Oysters, they got doo-doo in between them like chitlins, huh? Yeah. He just fire them up and he cleaned them and did nothing. Ugh.
I got a cousin that be eating.
A what?
I got a cousin, a female cousin that be eating.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, Eve. They love that.
Huh?
Eve loved them seafood.
Shrimp.
Yeah, seafood.
Yep. What they call that? Gumbo. They put all kind of things in gumbo, huh? And the Mexicans have what's that? They put in a big pot. You know what I'm talking about? Huh? The soup is something that they call. I forgot what they call it. It also slipped my mind, but they got something. Huh? Yeah.
What they call it?
Yeah, right. It's abomination in that too, man. Straight up, man. We be just like Abomination people, man. Bunch of abomination, bunch of filthy McNasty eaters, man. Straight up. Where you at?
Ecclesiasticus 12:6.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 12:6. For the Most High hateth sinners.
The Most High hates sinners. He hates you to transgress his laws, statutes, commandments. He wants you to do what he say do. You know? Follow his rules and regulations. He hates you if you don't keep his laws, statutes, commandments. You won't do what he say do. Simple. Read.
And will repay vengeance unto the unrighteous.
You hear that? That's vengeance unto those that don't. Okay, you say to who?
Unto the unrighteous.
So what makes you righteous? We got to define righteous, because he's going to give you vengeance if you unrighteous. So what makes you righteous? To avoid the vengeance of the Most High. See? That's how we got to read the Bible. What's righteous?
This is Deuteronomy 6:25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Most High our power, as he hath commanded us.
There it goes. Menudo. Menudo, yeah. The water. The water for that. Read that again. What's righteousness?
Deuteronomy 6:25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Most High our power, as he hath commanded us.
That's right, man. We got to keep the commandments. That's righteousness. So go back to Ecclesiastes 12:6. Because you see, if you're unrighteous, then you're not going to be keeping the commandments of the Most High. And vengeance is going to come upon you. As simple as that. Read.
Ecclesiasticus 12:6. For the Most High hateth sinners, and will repay vengeance unto the unrighteous, and keepeth them against the mighty day of their punishment.
You don't keep them against the mighty day of their punishment, man. But he's going to get you. Straight up. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe what they say, these religions. That's why I call it Christian insanity, man. Because it's insane to think that you can just do whatever you want to do. Who in this Bible did something and you say, oh, they got away with it? Evil. And so there's a judgment that come to everybody that do something wrong, man. And if you do something right, he still chastise you, kind. Don't matter, too. He's still gonna chastise us, one way or the other. So go to Proverbs 16:2.
Proverbs 16:2. All the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Most High weigheth the spirits.
That's right, man. All the ways of man are clean in his own eyes, man. If you become prideful, you know, because the Most High gonna weigh the spirits, and the angels are writing down everything that we do and putting in the books, man. Ain't nothing we doing that's not being seen by the Most High, man. Understand this. Get Proverbs 16:25 again. Read that.
Proverbs 16:25. There's a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
See that? There's a way that seems right to a man, but the end thereof is the way of death. Because if you know, like I said, if you don't choose the right path and doing the right thing, the Most High, he gonna kill you, man. That's what he's saying, man. He said in 2 Ezra 9:22, man, he said, let the multitude, that's the multitude of people, perish then, which was born in vain. Some people are born in vain. It could be our family members, could be us. You don't know. If you don't endure to the end in righteousness, could be anybody. You know, nobody's exempt. As long as I've been in this truth and seeing people come and go, as many as you can't even imagine, nobody's exempt from this. Mighty men, mighty women, and they're not here no more. I'm talking about not really, you know, observing what we did consistently. Like we're doing certain things consistently. I've been doing this consistently. You know what I mean? They're not doing it. No, they're not there no more. So it's like, who really is real? You real when you, like, you know, you look at the brothers that's from old, you got to give them credit. You can't, I don't care what camp we're from or what we dealing with. If they maintain all this time, man, say they from old, from all the things you got to do with you, everybody lives a day every day. don't we? We live all the things that we got to go through in life, man, and you still striving to try and make it, man. I applaud that, man. Because you wasn't there from a long time ago to see how many brothers I'm talking about and sisters I'm talking about. You have no idea. When you talk about somebody of old and you see, man, it's been like a revolving door. Come and go, come and go, come and go. So now you have, you know, like these new age Israelites, you know, that y'all coming in, man, y'all new. Everybody's new. A lot of y'all new, you know what I mean? It's beautiful that y'all building, man, as strong brothers, young brothers, man, man, y'all got to maintain, man. Y'all got to take this and do it to the end, man. Don't let nothing take you off your path to the kingdom. That's what it's about, man. You can do it, man. It's just a matter of you can't not be sensitive, you know? You can't be too sensitive, you know? A woman is a weaker vessel. She can be sensitive. We can't be sensitive. And ain't no man gonna be, that's a woman gotta realize a man ain't gonna be like a woman. You know what I mean? Our anatomy is not made like that. But women want you to feel like, I can't feel like a woman. You can feel like a woman? We can't feel like a woman. We can look at how you feel and look and observe that for what the scripture says. But a man gotta make the right decision. He gotta be able to be strong. We gotta be strong in this word, man, and what we gotta deal with to make it. And like Solomon, man, he just asked for guidance, man. Direction, instruction, correction. That's it. That's what we need to be talking about to the Most High, because he already know, we need some money. He already know, you know, this is going on with our health. He already know all these things, man. You know, hey, we just need the guidance. We need his guidance, man, period. Yeah, man, let him do the work. And believe that he's going to do the work. That's your faith. That's where faith come in. He will take care of you. Straight up. I know. I'm an example. Point blank. I'm here. And I'm supposed to be here, but I'm here. Straight up, man. All praise to the Most High. About Shama Mashiach Calvin Shah. Anybody tell me that, man? I know. That's real. This real. Psalm 14 and 12. Most High speak once, say twice. What it say? Man, receive it not. He gonna say it, tell you again.
Psalms, what, 14?
14 and 12. I mean, Proverbs 14 and 12. So like you.
Proverbs 14 and 12. There's a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
See that? There's a way that seems right to a man, but the end thereof is the ways of death, man. That's why you can think you have your own, what do you say, your own free will if you want. You have your free will. You want no free will. Most I give us strict orders, man, strict direction, laws, statutes, commandments, period, to go by. And that's what we got to go by. And he tell you in First John 5 and 3, but it's the love of the Most High that we keep his commandments. Commandments are not grievous. You ain't supposed to feel bad. You're supposed to feel really great. I feel great, man, that we are still here and we have brothers and sisters that still believe and working toward the kingdom right now, this day. You know what I mean? And we have this knowledge, wisdom, understanding that nobody else in the world has. Just, I mean, I don't care who you talk to, it's something that you can say to them that they don't have a clue. Somebody trying to dumb you, say you dumb or whatever, you don't know this and don't know that, I guarantee it. Guarantee you. It's something that you can throw in their face that they never thought about, right? God, they never thought about, man. That's big, man. Ain't nothing more powerful than the truth. Ain't nothing more powerful than the truth. Straight up. Come on, read that.
Proverbs 14 and 12. There's a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
The end thereof is the way of death, man. You think you right if you want to, better be right in righteousness. Because the end thereof is death, because you're not following the righteousness of the Most High. That's why the end thereof is death. And then there's a judgment. Proverbs 21 and read verse 2.
Proverbs 21 and 2. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Most High pondereth the heart.
So you say Most High pondereth the spirits, right? I tell you, Most High pondereth the minds, man. You know, every way of a man is right in his own eyes. That's why you got to look at what's the right way. You got to know the right way according to these scriptures, according to what you have learned, and then you apply it in your life. You know, you getting information, which is gathering, you know, information is knowledge. And then how to apply this knowledge is wisdom. And then how to know that you get this knowledge and this wisdom, and then you depart from evil is understanding. You understand? So once you gather the information, you have knowledge. When you know how to apply this knowledge, which would be wisdom, then once you have this knowledge and wisdom, then you know how to avoid evil. In other words, what's good is the knowledge that you're gathering and the wisdom, how to apply this knowledge that you're gathering, and then you're going to still do evil in the end. You don't have no understanding. In Proverbs 4 and 7, you don't have understanding. It's very important that we see this, because you don't have it, then you'll be part of the congregation of the dead. You don't want to be that. Read that.
Proverbs 4 and 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
Right. So wisdom is the principal thing. You say, therefore get wisdom, but with all that getting, get understanding. Get Job 28:28. Say, with all that getting, get understanding. It's very important.
Job 28 and 28. And unto the man he said, behold, the fear of the Most High, that is wisdom.
See, the fear of the Most High. A lot of people look at fear as meaning something besides when you open up the Bible. It don't mean to be afraid of them no more, right? To be afraid. Fear don't mean to be afraid. Fear don't mean to be scared. But that's what it means. To be scared, to be afraid. Just like, hey, go to Exodus 20 and 18. Tell me we wasn't fearing the Most High. Shoot. Don't wait till he visits you. Read that.
Exodus 20 and 18. And all the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the noise of the trumpet and the mountain smoking. And when the people saw it, they were moved and stood afar off.
When the Most High came down and gave us the 10 Commandments through the angel, right? Go ahead. So they seen all this happening and they moved away. They got scared, right? They what did it say? They what?
And when the people saw it, they were moved and stood afar off.
So when they saw this happening, they removed and stood afar off, right? Read.
And they said unto Moses, speak thou with us, and we will hear. But let not the Most High speak with us, lest we die.
Hear that? Hear that? They said, Moses, you speak to us. Don't let the Most High speak to us, or else we're going to what? Die. That's serious. You think they wasn't scared? Come on.
Yeah,
You think they wasn't scared? Huh?
I know they was scared.
You know they was scared, right?
I'll be scared.
Come on, everybody was scared. Well, nobody macho in this day. Read on. Look what Moses had to tell us. Read.
And Moses said unto the people, fear not.
Okay, that fear don't make me scared. Come on, he said, fear not. But you think they wasn't scared? We moved away from that mountain and we said, hey, let you talk to us, Moses. We don't want to hear from the Most High unless we gonna die. So what he say? With that fear, y'all think fear don't mean to be afraid, to be scared? Come on now, what he say?
And Moses said unto the people,
What he say?
fear not, for the Most High is come to prove you, and that his fear may be before your faces, that ye sin not.
Come on, man. Don't wait till the Most, get Hebrews 10:31. Don't wait till the Most High visits you. It's too late then. You know, people not talk about him. His name is jealous. Don't wait till he visits. It's too late then. When you go, you the Most High's grip, like I'm going to tell you. Hebrews 10:31.
Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
Man, it's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the Most High, man. The people playing around on, wait till he visits you. You say, hey, it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You see, hey, we all, you know, all of us, man, we ran away from that mountain. We removed, when it said remove far away, we was running away from that mountain, man, scared. That's why Moses tell us, fear not, don't be scared. You know, Moses came down to prove us. You know, come on, man.
Hebrews
10:31.
10:31.
Yeah, man. This look at Proverbs 24 and 12.
This is the book of Proverbs 24 and 12. If thou sayest, behold, we knew it not, doth not he that pondereth the heart consider it? And he that keepeth thy soul, doth not he know it? And shall not he render to every man according to his works?
No, I thought they said we're not gonna be dealing with no works. It don't matter about works, right? Ain't that what religions tell? Ain't that what they keep on telling us? It's not about your works, it's about your faith in Jesus. All you got to do is believe in Jesus. Ain't that what they say? Or what they be saying? Come on. It ain't about your works, they say. But then, when you look at the judgment in Revelations 20 and 12, what does it say? Come on, man. That's why I say, man, that's why I call it Christian insanity. Because it don't make no sense. You can do whatever you want to do, and you think there's no judgment. That's what they're taking away, that judgment. And most people, they don't want to hear that judgment because they want to, when I grew up, it was hellfire preaching. Straight up. When you came out of church, you were scared. Like in the fear of the Most High, they talk, you going to burn. It was like you straighten up. Like right now you go to church, they go to church for what? They want to feel good. Something they can feel good for the week. They go to church, get they feel good.
Yeah, church is entertainment.
Yeah, entertainment, yeah. You go in there, you're looking for a woman, you go in there, they looking for a man. It's like just like a nightclub, right? Just like a nightclub in the church right now, right? They dressed the same way. They went out the night before, they go into the church. But don't tell me about, I see some girls come out of the church, man. I was like, whoa. Brother tell me, yes. He said, that's a church. I couldn't believe it. Daisy Dukes, right? They weren't no Daisy Dukes. They was like draws. It was like, it was all the way up. You could just, they was like, this is church? Hey, I see this one church that said, come get your twerk on the Sabbath. It wasn't say it's our Sabbath, but it was that night, the sixth night. Come get your twerk. That was, the marquee outside, just to get the people to come, I guess, come get your twerk on. Like, are you serious? Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. There's some crazy things, I had people come up on the corner when I was teaching, man. Went to West Angeles. They were seeing some crazy things happen, man. For real. And the way they treat it, it's like, see, one thing about the church supposed to gather the money to be able to help the people. If you're really going to be Mashiachim like he was, then you should be gathering the money to help the people. You take care of the business of the church and you take care of the people. That's how that's supposed to be done, but they're not dealing with that because they're dealing with, greed, But read this, Proverbs 24 and 12. Salaki.
Proverbs 24 and 12. If thou sayest, behold, we knew it not, doth not he that pondereth the heart consider it? And he that keepeth thy soul, doth not he know it? And shall not he render to every man according to his works?
According to his works, man. According to your works. So now Revelation 20 and 12. Because they be saying it ain't about the works, and that's what they teach people, man. Read this.
Revelations 20 and 12. And I saw the dead, small and great, stand before the Most High, and the books were open, and another book was open, which is the book of life. And the dead were judged out of those things which are written in the books.
How?
According to their works.
Can't get no clearer than that. According to their works, how? Just while they thought, they had their free will to do whatever they want to do, blaspheme, do whatever they want to do, eat whatever they want to eat, because Jesus nailed whatever they eat, the abomination. That's another thing. Okay. Everybody's gonna be judged according to their works, right? Now look at this. Let me find this. This is real serious to me. I mean, Spirit showed me this. Okay, now get St. John 14. Read verse 21. Let's think about this. This is something to ponder on, to think about. Read this.
John 14:21.
Mm-hmm.
He that have my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me. And he that loveth me shall be loved of my Father, and I will love him and will manifest myself to him.
Right? So he said, he that hath my commandments. These are the same commandments that the Most High gave us through Moses. Because he said in verse 15, if you love me, keep my commandments. Keep the commandments. He that have my commandments and keepeth them, he it is that loveth me. So how do they love a Mashiach Yahushua and they say we not under the law? Commandments are the laws. How do you love them and they say we not under the law? We're not under the commandments. Commandments, laws, the same thing. And he that loveth me by keeping the commandments shall be loved of my Father. How the Most High gonna love us and we don't do what he say do? Make that make sense. You got children, they gotta do what you say do, or you gonna get an attitude and tear their butt up like he do us. He done us. Huh? Well, true, man. He ain't called them at all. And they directing how we supposed to follow our power, the Most High, while Mashiach Yahushua. This is what it said. And I will love him if you keep the commandments of the Most High and of Mashiach Yahushua, and will manifest myself to him, right? So now read verse 23. Check this out.
Verse 23. Mashiach Yahushua answered and said unto him, if a man love me, he will keep my words, and my Father will love him, and we will come unto him.
And now it's the Most High and of Mashiach Yahushua. You ain't gonna find no Most High of Mashiach Yahushua, no Holy Spirit. It's the Most High and of Mashiach Yahushua and the angels that come to us and deal with us, right? We can show it. Gabriel came to who? Zachariah and Elizabeth, John the Baptist, daddy and mama. He came to Joseph and Mary, right? Uriel came to Ezra, you know. Michael fought Satan for the body of Moses and so forth. I mean, he's the angel of war. Uriel give understanding. And then Gabriel is the messenger. Raphael came in the book of Tobit because he was sick. That's archangel of healing. You see, this is what we have. That's who's coming to us. These angels are coming to us. Where they at? Right here on the earth. You got those that's coming to us, dealing with us, and those that are dealing with the vengeance of the Most High too. They right here. You see, he said, what did he say? Read that again. If a man love me.
Says verse 23. If a man love me, he will keep my words, and my Father will love him, and we will come unto him and make our abode with him.
So now he said, we will come unto him if you love him. He already said, if you love, I gave you scripture, John 14:15, 1 John 5:3. If you love him, keep his commandments. Also, I said, if you love this, love of the Most High, we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous. So if you love him, you keep the commandments. He said, we're going to come to you. So who is it that's coming to these people that's not keeping the commandments of the Most High? It ain't the Most High. Huh? Y'all see this? He said, and we will make our abode in you. That's plural. That's the Most High and the Mashiach Yahushua. So if they making their abode in us and you feeding them doo-doo, you feeding them things that eat doo-doo, the things that clean up the earth, things that clean up the water. That's what you put in your body. That's what you give. If they're inside you and you putting that inside you, what you think you're doing, giving them? And do you think there's no judgment? There is a judgment. Isaiah 66:15. There's a judgment. And while you get to, I'm going to read this so you know in Ecclesiastes 23:19. It says, such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. Doing what? Beholding all the ways of men. and considering the most secret part. So we see everything. There's nothing that we doing that's not being put in the books and the judgment that we just read in Revelation 20 and 12. That's going to be open. The book's going to be open, and everything that we've done in these mortal bodies going to be, we don't have to give account for, as it is written. Read that.
Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Most High, Mashiach Yahushai, will come with fire.
Coming with fire, y'all. He coming with fire. Read.
And with his chariots like a whirlwind.
With the angels that drive the chariots. Come on. And they're going to be going in a circle. Read.
To render his anger with fury.
To render his love. They got no side, can't come with no anger. I thought he's all love. That's what they be saying, right? Oh, God is love. He's love. No, you're going to render what?
To render his anger with fury.
Render his anger with fury. Read.
And his rebuke with flames of fire.
His rebuke with flames of fire, man. Come on.
For by fire and by his sword will the Most High, Mashiach Yahushai, plead with all flesh.
Yeah, man, you're going to plead with everyone, man. Everybody going to deal with this. Read.
And the slain of the Most High shall be many.
Now, you're talking about a certain slain people that's going to be put to death within these scriptures here. Read.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind one tree in the midst, eating swine's flesh.
So if you eat swine's flesh, you eat the hog, you eat the pig, the nasty, filthy, McNasty pig, and the Most High just said to a Mashiach Yahushai, they making their abode in us, and you putting all this nasty, filthy, McNasty food in your side, your body, you know, catfish and everything they eat doo-doo. What did he say?
Eating swine's flesh.
Eating swine's flesh.
And the abomination.
And the abomination.
And the mouse.
And the mouse family.
Shall be consumed together.
Gonna be consumed together. I mean, you're gonna be burnt up together. Straight up. Play with the Most High if you want.
Saith the Most High.
Who said it?
Saith the Most High.
Said the Most High. You're gonna have to deal with him on this one. Read.
For I know their works and their thoughts. It shall come that I will gather all nations in tongues, and they shall come and see my glory.
They're gonna see a Mashiach Yahushai, the glory of the Most High, man. You don't sit here to judge and make war, man. That's it, man. Go to Psalms 62. So you see that? That's why I say you're gonna be judged by your works, man, the things that you have done. It don't change. Read this. Psalm 62. Read 11 and 12.
Psalms 62 and 11. The Most High have spoken once. Twice have I heard this, that power belongeth unto the Most High. Also unto thee, O Most High, belongeth mercy. For thou renderest to every man according to his work.
But I thought we not judged by works. You know what I mean? This cancels out everything they saying about what we do in these mortal bodies. You know, because he is tell you the Most High has spoken once, twice. You know, like he said in Job 33 and 14. But man, consider it not, man. He said, Most High spake once, twice. Have I heard this? That power belongeth unto the Most High. But we taking the power from the Most High, and we want it with man, man. That's why I say, "Crumb Most High," man. Like King David cried out, man. "Crumb Most High, rise Most High, rise of Mashiach Yahushai." Because he's sitting on the right hand side of the Most High. The Most High sitting. He's sitting down on his throne. Mashiach Yahushai sitting on the right hand side of the Most High. You know, and when Most High rise, till the Mashiach Yahushai rise, we gonna rise, and we gonna fulfill all the things that's written in this Bible pertaining to we as the 12 tribes of Israel, man. That's why I say that power belongs to the Most High. Who's the power? Yahweh's the power. You know, all you of old know that. Who's the power? When we say Yahweh's the power, we know that. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all young brothers know, but that's what everybody know that. Anybody of old know, we always say, who's the power? We say Yahweh's the power. You know, y'all might have changed it. I think IUIC changed it up to Jesus Christ the power or whatever, but you know that. You know that. You know who's the power? Yahweh's the power. Because Mashiach Yahushua is not powerful than the Most High. He said, hey, look, I'll show you where after he teaches for 1,000 years, and he gonna have to give it up to the Most High, and the Most High gonna be all in all forever and ever and ever. That's what it's about. Read that verse 12 again. Listen.
Psalm 62 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
Also unto thee, O Most High, belongeth mercy, for thou renderest to every man according to his work.
See that? See that? So to Most High belong mercy. What is mercy? What's mercy?
Mercy. So deserve.
Nah. That's grace. Getting something you don't deserve. So what's next? Put a knot in front of it.
Not getting something you deserve.
Yeah. Not getting something you do deserve to get. That's mercy. So he don't give you what you're supposed to get. That's why I say Esau don't have no mercy on us, from the old to the young. That's what he told Esau. You have no mercy on the ancient nobody, man. Well, all the judgment gonna come down because they don't have no mercy, man. And Most High say he have mercy on us. We just don't really look at it, from perspective of what the scriptures are saying, You got to do what it says, though, man. You have something?
No.
Oh, okay. Read Ezekiel 22. It's real important, man, because I don't think the fear of the Most High is taught enough, where you realize how our brain's been polluted, man, to really still think that there's no judgment in what it says in this Bible, man. But I mean, when you go into, I can show you in the Apocrypha, man, where after death, man, people suffer. But some people don't believe they suffer after death. But I'd rather I'd rather receive whatever's got to happen now than then, because then it's like no mercy and grace. We got mercy and grace now. You understand? So we can be judged. We can be dealt with judgment now in this flesh. But whenever it comes to judgment, ain't no mercy and grace. It's just bad. Like you say, you're gonna be judged according to your works, what you have done in this mortal body. But if we done dealt with, repentance and getting the things, that we can get ourselves right while we have these mortal bodies, then we got an opportunity to make it to the kingdom. Read this, Ezekiel 22 and 20.
Ezekiel 22 and 20.
Tell me this don't bring fear into you.
As they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in my anger and in my fury, and I will leave you there and melt you.
Woo. Y'all hear that? To lead you somewhere to be melted, you ain't gonna fear that? There ain't gonna bring no fear into you? He said, I'm gonna melt you. I will lead you there and melt you like they do these metals, man, and burning them. Read?
Yeah, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and you shall be melted in the midst thereof.
You say, hey, man, he said, I'm gonna lead you there. And if you blow on that fire, man, put that air on that fire, man, it's gonna get hotter and hotter and hotter. It's the fury of his wrath, man, his anger and his fury. So he's gonna lead you there and melt you. Yeah, I will gather you and blow upon you in the fire of my wrath, and ye shall be melted in the midst thereof. Read.
As silver is melted in the midst of the furnace, so shall ye be melted in the midst thereof. And ye shall know that I, Yahweh, have poured out my fury upon you.
That's right, man. You gonna know that the Most High fury is upon you when you in that midst of that furnace and you burning it, being melted, man. Dissolved, man. That's what he's talking about doing to people, man. Is that how you know the Most High? You know him like this? Let's see how we've been destroyed. Jump down to verse 26.
Verse 26. Her priests have violated my law.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. What did it say?
Her priests have violated my law.
Don't they teach we not under the law? They teach we not under the law.
God.
Her priests have violated my law. Hold that. Get Hosea 4 and 6. See, the priests have violated the laws, man, of the Most High. He gave us moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, and sacrificial laws. Mashiach, the ultimate sacrifice for the children of Israel sins, I might say, the 12 tribes of Israel sins. But read this. Say, the priests have violated my law. Read this.
Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me.
Why?
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children.
See that? See, we forgot the law of the Most High. That's why I say they can't be no priest to him, because they forgot the law of the Most High. We say also going to forget our children that we had. That's why we come into this world and we don't know that we're supposed to be keeping the commandments of the Most High, the laws of the Most High. And they teaching that we're not under the law of the Most High. God, that's what they teach all the time. So here we are now, and not realizing, man, that we've been duped. Our brains been polluted. Go back to Ezekiel 22 and 26.
Ezekiel 22:26. Her priests have violated my law and have profaned mine holy things.
See, they profane. What profane me? Profane me. They made everything unholy. Mine holy things. Wicked Israelites, man. Joining in with the heathen. We know. We went through the Feast of Dedication. When you go into Maccabees, first chapter of Maccabees, man. Wicked Israelites, man. Went into the temple right with them Edomites and every other nation that was down with them. You know, they all gonna be down with whoever's in charge. You know, and defiled our temple, man. Defiled the Most High's holy things, man. Read.
They have put no difference between the holy and profane.
They put no difference between the holy and profane, man. Everything the same. You know, we know it's holy. Holy is for us to be keeping the commandments of the Most High, kind. Profane is unholy. Right? They make no difference between what's unholy and what's holy. We can show you in the Apocrypha, straight up. I mean, and many times we're in captivity, man. We went off, man. We in captivity and still going on. Like we in captivity now. Everybody got their little comfort zone, man. Not realize we're trying to get out of here. You know, the best we can and to touch the Most High Spirit to allow Him to send them outside back here to judge and make war and set up righteousness on this earth. What's wrong with being righteous? What's wrong with being right in the eyes of the Most High? That's my question. Somebody got a problem with that? Y'all want to say we're a hate group? We ain't no group in the first place. We're a nation. We 12 nations that make up one nation.
Bring it out, Elder.
Come on, we some group, man. We ain't no group. Y'all telling me the hate group. Don't follow what they say. And we ain't black either. Black, my priest, whatever it is, black. You know what I mean? That's a priest. It's what priests wear. But it's still black. Understand this. My shirt is black. Understand this. You know. And what do black mean? We didn't even get a chance to go into black, so we went to darkness, right? That's all far as we went this past week. Get that? Get black.
I think we did.
We just went to darkness. I think that's far as we went. I went into darkness. When I went to darkness, then that's far as we got. Esau, Mosai told Esau to shut up and get through in the darkness. We went to darkness. But the people in gross darkness, where our people are now. And they remember they got a license to sin in the Greek Empire, man. We wicked, man. That's why I said we forgot the law of the Most High. So a bunch of rejects. Look what black means. It's very important that we see this because this is what we've been labeled as. And y'all give us some likes. Y'all be up in here listening. Give us some likes. We only got one like. Y'all don't like it. Y'all must don't like it. You like it? Give it some likes up in there.
It says, black is often used to symbolize darkness, sin, and the separation from the Most High's light.
Wow. Read that again.
It says, black is often used to symbolize darkness, sin, and the separation from the Most High's light.
Man, wow. Darkness, sin, which is a transgression of the law. We just read that in 1 John 3 and 4. And the what from the light?
Separation from the Most High's light.
Separation from the Most High's light. Get the definition of that light. Proverbs 6:23. It's all the same thing, y'all. This is what they, and remember, they deceived all the nations through their what? Sorceries. So here it is, they calling us black, and this is what they're doing. This is through their sorceries. They calling us black Hebrew Israelites, when we're not black Hebrew Israelites. You understand? Yeah, news media outlets, all of that. But that's what they always call us, black Hebrew Israelites, and it means this. So what's the Most High's light?
And we be calling ourselves that too.
Yeah, you know, but we gotta stop doing that.
Yeah. And calling other brothers that too.
Yeah. You know, that's not right. Read that. What's the Most High's light? Proverbs
6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
See, the law is light. The Most High's light. You hear that? They're not gonna say the Most High's laws. They're gonna say the Most High's commandment, because then we look at what is commandment? What do you mean commandments? What do you mean laws? But they'll say light, because what do we know? You know, who is it that's really going in there reading the definition of black? They're calling us black. And they call themselves black. So read that again, huh?
Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of light.
That's right, man. But see, how you gonna be instructed if you not go, you say you ain't got to deal with the Most High? Anytime you say you don't have to deal with the Most High, you saying that you don't have to follow him and his work of writing these laws with his finger. Get that out. I know Deuteronomy 9 and 10. See, the problem is, I don't think people realize how they canceling out the Most High. They say they believe in him. They don't cancel them out, because now they say that in this day and time, their Jesus is the Most High, right? And the Most High is Jesus, right? So if that's the case, then Mashiach was praying to himself when he was on the earth in his flesh. The Most High, when John the Baptist baptizing, he said, "Behold, this is my beloved son." Why would he have to say that? Why would he say, "Behold, this is me"? This is me. And why, when he prayed in John the 17th chapter, the first verse down, why you say, "Hey, me up there"? Me. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to me. I can't talk to you because you is me. Make it make sense to me. I mean, and they come up with this analysis of, oh, he Most High separated himself to come down here in the flesh, and you know, for what purpose? Yeah.
Another point is, God died when God died.
Yeah, he died, right?
He died. Yeah, God died, so God could die.
But what's worse than that is the so-called white man killed the Most High.
Yeah,
right? The Most High. Come on now, think about it. The Most High was killed by the so-called white man. Think about that, y'all. Y'all got to think about that. If the one that y'all hung on that tree that y'all killed is the Most High, so y'all got to say y'all killed the Most High. So-called white man killed the Most High. If y'all say Mashiach Yahushua is the Most High, he praying to himself, you know, he cried to the Most High when he was on the tree before he left. He cried to himself. What difference? I mean, it don't make no sense, man. It's like real. That's why I say he told Esau to shut up and get there in darkness, and he put the people in what? Gross ignorance. Darkness being ignorance, you put the people in gross ignorance. That's why I call it Christian insanity. You gotta be insane to really say that and think that. You know what I mean? And they go, oh, well, you know, John 10:30. I and our Father are one. What do they mean by that? They agree. Like, we got to be one. We got to be one in the same mind, the same judgment. Con, 1 Corinthians 1:10. We got to be one. They tell you how Mashiach prayed that we could be one. The disciples and the apostles could be one. That's him and the Most High is one in agreement. That's it. That's all. Where you at?
Deuteronomy 9:10.
Read that.
Deuteronomy 9:10.
Mm-hmm.
And the Most High delivered unto me 2 tables of stone,
This Moses saying that the Most High gave him 2 tables of stone. Read.
written with the finger of the Most High.
No, written by Moses.
Written with the finger of the Most High.
Written with the finger of the Most High, y'all. Straight up, man. Written with the finger of the Most High. So if the Most High wrote these laws with his finger, and y'all saying that we ain't got to do no works, but his work is null and void, since Mashiach came on the earth and told you ain't got to follow the laws, because the laws wasn't given to them heathen that's telling you this and program your mind to think that way. That's why he's going to burn you up. You just say he's going to burn you up. Go back to Ezekiel 22 concerning these leaders, man. Call themselves teaching our people when they ain't been called to teach nobody except for get their money. That's all they're about, collecting their money. And that well gonna draw and dry, and see what they're gonna do then. Remember they had COVID, they was crying. Couldn't nobody come to church. They was, oh man, they was crying. They can't get our money. Oh no, y'all gotta send your tithe, gonna find some way to get that money in there,
So
boy.
they say send the tithes. No, they would say go to the churches, put it to the mail slot.
To the mail slot.
The mail slot. I remember that.
Wow, see? See, that's what we dealing with. Come on, let's read verse 26.
Ezekiel 22:26. Her priests have violated my law and have profaned my holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and profane.
They put no difference between the holy and profane, man. Profane means unholy. Holy is how we be holy. We got to deal with that. We got to keep bringing that so you will really understand. There could be some new people that's never, heard these things before, because y'all don't understand. The Bible is a puzzle. You get understanding through the precepts, precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Read that. This is how you be holy. Read this.
Romans 7:12. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good.
See, the law is holy, commandment holy, and just and good. Straight up. So that's how you be holy. Now, profane means unholy. And who's unholy? Who's profane? Wicked Israelites and Hebrews 12:13. Just to show you. And see, it's miraculous how the Most High is so awesome, because if he put what we know to be who's profane in here, we might not even have the Bible. But here it is in the last days, man. That's why you better learn as much as you can get, observe as much as you can get, because just like Antiochus Epiphanes, during this time, what they did with these scriptures, they're already taking away and putting things in it. You don't have it. You go by it, then what you gonna do? You only have whatever it is you have observed in your spirit to be able to deal with, and how you're gonna survive in this world, man. That's why it's so important, man. Like most I said, study to show yourself approved. You should want to know from what this Bible is talking about. Things that you don't know, you should want to know. Read this.
Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau.
Who?
As Esau.
A profane person, meaning an unholy person, as Esau. Read.
Who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Yeah, one morsel of meat sold his birthright, man. Read.
For ye know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected.
See, he should have received the blessing. He's the first child, but he was rejected. The Most High chose Jacob. He didn't choose Esau, just like the Most High chose Isaac. He didn't choose Ishmael. You see? That's the order of Most High. That's his name, the power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob is the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. Straight up. Go ahead. Read that again, 17.
For you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
Yeah, man. He was rejected because he didn't find any place of repentance until this day. Come on. But they wouldn't be doing the things that they're doing. They would involve the Most High in something that's happening on this earth. It wouldn't be no Mother Nature. It wouldn't be El Nino, La Nina, little boy, little girl, global warming. Where the Most High fit into what he's doing on this earth? He don't fit at all, right? Ain't nobody ever said, they ain't never saying that. What they say, a freak of nature. I mean, calling the Most High a freak. Think about it. Look what they say. Look what they saying, man. How you think the Most High feel about that?
Being bad, angry.
Yeah. That's why you're going to come up with this fury, man. That's why it's very important, man. Galatians 6 and 7. Galatians 6 and 7.
Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. The Most High is not mocked.
Yeah. Don't be deceived. The Most High not mocked. You can think you can mock the Most High if you want to. Don't be deceived. Don't allow them to continue to lie to you through their sorceries and the things that you are allowing to happen in your own mind, thinking you can follow your own way. Don't be deceived. The Most High is not mocked. You heard what he's saying so far, read.
For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap.
So whatever man soweth, that shall he also reap. So when people think that they can just, all the things that's been done to us as the Israelites, from slavery, from them coming to this Western Hemisphere, all the way to the end of the world, knowing that they're going to come down on who? We that keep the commandments of the Most High. We that are testimony of Mashiach Yahushua. So we got to be ready, man. In the spirit with the Most High. That's being ready. We got to find out what it is that will please him so that he'll actually give us the opportunity to make it to the kingdom. Because he don't care, man. He told John the Baptist, I'll build some stones to be his people. He told Moses, I'll make a nation out of you, Moses. And his ways and thoughts, not our ways and thoughts. That's why it's very important, man, to really looking at this Bible, man, and what it is that worked with our ancestors. And they tell us, they give it a day. It's an account here. We have it. It's just a matter of us tapping into it to see, wow, what worked? You know, those prayers work. They prayed to the Most High, just like Solomon just prayed. It pleased the Most High that he asked to be able to judge the people for what is right and wrong, or good and bad. You know what I mean? That's all he wanted. And the Most High blessed him overly instead of asking for all this, that, and third, whatever. And wonder why miracles don't happen, because you're asking in the midst. And then at the end, you calling on the Egyptian God, Amenra. You don't even realize it. Or the Edomite God, number one God, Zeus, Amen. And don't even realize it. Most people ask brother, what's Zeus' last name? They don't even know. They even know he had no last name. You see how they kept that from us? They kept that from us. And now that we know, we got to just change. But this ain't no hard thing, man. You know, the angel saying, holy, 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 Most High. Constantly, probably faster than we can even think to say it. Constantly, and they trembling before him. Here we are on this earth, man, like thinking that we done formed our own Most High. No, man. We got to humble ourselves before him. That's why I said, be not deceived. And that's what they did. Then they deceive all the nations through their sorceries. And people said, ain't no sorcery ain't no enchantments to the Israelites. Man, there's so many things that we got to really look into to be able to know why you got to remain that way like a bunch of robots and robotees. Why? Because we caught up in traditions of men, straight up, not into the spirit of the Most High, man. Because a man, you can't trust in man. You got to trust in what the spirit of the Most High is bringing through these scriptures, man. Period. That's it. It's got to line up with what it is that our ancestors, right? Calling your ancestors, we calling on them right now. You know, Paul's giving us understanding of Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. Don't be fooled. Remember, they deceived all the nations through their what? Sorceries, witchcrafts. Don't allow them to get you. The Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Colossians 3:25. Come on. Whatever you bring about, hey, you're gonna pay a price for. That's what he's saying. Whatever you think, you don't think you get away with nothing. We ain't get away with nothing. Colossians 3:25.
Colossians 3:25. But he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he hath done.
Hold up. Now, he that doeth wrong, to do something wrong is what? To break the Most High's commandments. You break the Most High's laws, shall receive for the wrong which he have done. But then there's no judgment in the end, because the Mashiach died and he left all your sins that you're doing in your lifetime, put him on the cross, put him on the tree. Come on, man. Make that make sense. When he's saying, but he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong which he have done. What's the receiving that you can receive for the wrong that you have done? When the books is open, like we read in Revelation 20 and 12, and you're going to have mercy and grace then? No, ain't no mercy and grace. Mercy and grace is now to get out, to allow us to get it together. Once that judgment come, ain't no mercy and grace, man. It's about you did this and bam, this is what we're going to, just the judgment for it. Point blank. You understand? That's where it's going to be, man. We can't look at, okay, well, Most High got me whenever I get up out here. Like I'm talking about all Israel going to be saved. Prove that. When the Mashiach said, blasphemy of the Holy Spirit is unforgivable in this life and the life to come. He said, a good tree can't bring forth evil fruit, and an evil fruit can't bring forth good fruit. Now, how are you going to be a good tree and you're going to bring forth the evil people that's just on this earth right now? But Most High said, let the multitude perish then which were born in vain. Let my plant be kept with great labor have I made it perfect. He's trying to make some of us perfect. You know, hopefully it's us. We don't know. You know, you got to endure to the end, man. That's how you know. That's how I know. Other than that, I don't know nothing. How we know? What we know? We don't know nothing. If we ain't endure to the end. That's right, but that's what this is about. 1 Timothy. Now give me Romans 2. Romans the 2nd chapter. Go to Romans. Romans the 2nd chapter. We just about finished. Romans 3. No, 2 and 14 to 16.
Romans 2:14.
Before you go there, let's see what Romans talking. Go to Romans 1 and 7.
Romans 1 and 7. To all that be in Rome, beloved of the Most High, called to be saints, grace to you and peace from the Most High our Father and Mashiach Yahweh Shai.
So now it's saying to the Romans, right? Called to be saints, right? So who the saints? Let's put this. You can go to all the New Testament scriptures, the beginning of these New Testament scriptures, and see what it's talking to, point blank. Psalms 148:14.
Psalms 148:14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all his saints, even of the children of Israel.
Who are we?
A people near unto him.
See, even of the children of Israel are people near unto the Most High. What did it say?
Praise ye the Most High.
Praise ye the Most High. See? So we are the saints, the 12 tribes of Israel. They can't go to no other scripture and prove that they are the saints. Nobody can. That proves who we are, the saints. Now, anytime you go to the New Testament, it's going to tell you to the saints most of the time. And that's the Israelites, period. We just scattered among these other nations, man. From the Greek Empire, calling ourselves by different names, man. Like right here, we call the Romans. Go to Romans 2. Start at verse 13.
Romans 2:13. For not the hearers of the law are just before the Most High, but the doers of the law shall be justified.
But I thought Paul said we wasn't under the law. We're not under the law. We're not under the law of sacrifice, y'all. Sacrifice animals for the atonement of our sins. So it says, for not the hearers of the law are just before the Most High. I mean, because you hear the law, we read from Genesis, Deuteronomy, you hear the law, you know, but the doers of the law shall be justified. You got to do. That's why I say, if you're doing it, isn't that works that you're doing? Read on.
For when the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law, these, having not the law, are a law unto themselves.
Right, you hear that? For when the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law, these having not the law, are a law unto themselves. Who's the law given to? Psalms 147, 19 and 20.
Psalms 147, 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
Yeah. So he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any other nation, man. He haven't given his law, statutes, commandments to no other nation, you know. And that's for his judgment. These nations have not known him. What it say?
Praise ye the Most High.
Right, praise the Most High. Praise the Most High. Go back to Romans 2 and 14.
Romans 2 and 14. For when the Gentiles, which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law, these, having not the law, are a law unto themselves.
Say, wow, these not having the law are a law to themselves. Go ahead.
Which show the work of the law written in their hearts, their conscience also bearing witness, and their thoughts, the meanwhile accusing or else excusing one another.
That once they start learning the law with us, whether they're accusing or excusing one another, man. Come on.
Verse 16. In the day when the Most High shall judge the secrets of men by Mashiach Yahushai, according to my gospel.
That's right, man. There's going to be a judgment, man. There's going to be a judgment. And when that judgment comes, you say you're judging them through Mashiach Yahushai. He's giving Mashiach Yahushai all the power to judge and to bring his judgment to light, man. Romans 3 and 3 and 4.
Romans 3 and 3. For what if some did not believe?
So what if some of you don't believe? Read.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
So, because you don't believe, you're going to make the faith of the Most High without effect, the faith that we have in the Most High without effect. Read.
The Most High
He
forbid.
said emphatically, no. Read.
Yeah, let the Most High be true,
Let the Most High be true. Read.
but every man a liar.
But every man a what?
But every man a liar.
Every man a liar. When?
As it is written,
How?
that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
You that? He said, for what if some did not believe? So they unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Most High forbid. Yeah, let the Most High be true. But every man a liar. And the only way you're going to deal with the Most High being true and every man a liar, how? As it is written. As it is written in this Bible. And once you go into these precepts of this Bible, it says that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, in what you say. Scripture breakdown. And might have overcome when thou art judged. When we judge, you judge. We're going to overcome the things that could come against us because we're going to be doing what it is that's written in the Bible. That's written here. Knowing the Most High. Knowing the Mashiach Yahushai. Knowing who we are and what we got to do to make it. Con?
Con.
Yeah, man. First Timothy 4, 1 and 2. This is the problem we have right here. And it's prevalent. When you look at social media, you look at our people, man, it's real prevalent. Read this.
1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith.
See what I said? The Spirit speaketh expressly that in the last days, the last latter times of the last days, some shall depart from the faith, man. Like y'all, you was showing the brothers that went to just Old Testament all of a sudden, just departed from the faith, didn't learn all this time. They just boom, they went somewhere else. They departed from the faith in the Mashiach Yahushua, man, in the Most High. Really, read.
Giving heed to seducing spirits.
Giving heed to what?
Seducing spirits.
Yeah, people been seduced, man. Giving heed to seducing spirits, man. Go ahead.
And doctrines of devils.
And doctrines of devils, man. That's what these doctrines of devils still out here trying to come against us and what we're dealing with and trying to bring our people back to righteousness. That's my problem. Is that a problem? What's wrong with trying to bring our people back to the righteousness of the Most High? You got a problem with that, man? You deserve the judgment that the Most High has written in this Bible for you. Straight up. Khan, man. So with that, man, give me Ecclesiasticus 12 and 13. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13.
Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Everything that's been said. What do you say?
Fear the Most High.
Yeah, we went through that. You know, we went all the way to the mountains when the Most High was thundering and lightning, and the fire was coming out like a volcano up in the sky for miles. And we ran away from the mountains and said, "Yeah, we don't want to talk to the Most High unless we die. We'll talk to you, Moses." Yeah. So that's fear. To be afraid, to be scared of him before he melts you. Read it again.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Fear the Most High.
Fear, be afraid of the Most High. Be scared of the Most High. Read.
And keep his commandments.
Keep his commandments. Can't get no clearer than that. What is this?
For this is the whole duty of man.
It's the whole duty of man. Go ahead.
For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment.
Every work into what?
Into judgment.
But I thought it wasn't about the work. But it just said he's gonna bring every work into judgment. Go ahead.
With every secret thing.
Everything. Are you don't see me, people? He said with every secret thing. Because remember, the eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of man, and even the secret parts. 14 again.
For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil.
There it is, man. He's going to bring every work into judgment. Like we read in Revelation 20 and 12 down. You understand? That's the judgment. According to your works, as you've heard. If you don't hear it now, go back and look at this. Then you'll see that it makes clear sense. Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. You see? So that's what we got to look at and get ourselves together with the Most High so that we can be part of that good, which is keeping the commandments of the Most High and just and good, right? And the laws of the Most High, that we can be able to see the kingdom, man, that's prepared for us already and do the right thing before the Most High. With that, I say, Shalom. I'm out. All prayer. I say, Kwam Abanawa Yahweh.
Kwam Abanawa Yahweh.
Kwam Mashiach Yahushai.
Kwam Mashiach Yahushai.
And Kwam Yasharella.
Kwam Yasharala.
Khan. We out. Man, did I do something wrong? Man.